And hi student, my name is Muhammad Akmal, and for today I will explain about two subtopics in chapter 4, which is an element in period 3 and a transition element. Without further ado, so let's go. Firstly, element in period 3. From the periodic table, period 3 is located at the third period from the top as shown in picture. From the left, we have sodium, Na, magnesium, Mg, aluminium, Al, silicon, Si, phosphorus, P, sulfur, S, chlorine, Cl, and lastly argon, Ar. Next, we will look at the changes in the physical properties of element across period 3, which is from the left side to the right side. Firstly, as you can see from the picture given, going across period 3, the atomic size will decrease because the atomic radius decrease. Second, increasing the number of protons will increase the change in the atom's nucleus. The electronegativity of an element will increase because the nuclear attraction force towards the electrons increase. Third, the physical state of period 3 elements will changes from solid to gas across the period. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus and sulfur physical state is solid, while chlorine and argon is the gas. After we study physical properties, we need to know about the changes in chemical properties of oxide of element across period 3. What are oxides? Oxides are chemical compounds with one or more oxygen atoms combined with another element. In this case, element in period 3. Based on the picture, across period 3, the properties of oxide change from basic oxide to amphoteric oxide and then to acidic oxide. Group 1 and Group 2 element form metal oxide that are basic. Both basic oxide will produce alkaline solution when dissolved in water. Basic oxide also react with acid from salt and water. Next, aluminium forms metal oxide that is amphoteric in the property. What is amphoteric oxide meaning? Amphoteric oxide are the oxide that behave as both acidic and basic oxide. Hence, aluminium oxide react with both acid and alkali to form salt and water. Lastly, elements from group 14, 15, 16 and 17 form non-metal oxide that are acidic properties. When dissolved in water, oxide of element from this group will produce an acidic solution. Acidic oxide will also react with alkali to form salt and water. We move to the next part, which is transition element. I hope all of you still be with me, okay? So let's go. What is a transition element? It is placed in group 3 until 12 in the periodic table as shown in the picture. For example, we have chromium, manganese, iron and copper. So, all transition elements are metals with the following properties. Firstly, it is solid with shiny surface. Second, it is a very hard compared to metal in group 1 and group 2. Third, it has high densities. And lastly, it has high melting point and boiling points. Did you know scandium and zinc are not considered transition element? Because both do not show characteristic of transition elements that I stated before, although it's from group 3 and 12. Some transition elements have special characteristics unknown to other metals. So do you want to know further about that? Firstly, transition element function as a catalyst to increase the rate of reaction without undergoing chemical change at the end of the reaction. Second, transition elements form colored ion and compound. You can see the example of colored ion in the picture below. For example, copper ions have blue color in the solution. Third, transition elements have more than one oxidation number. For example, copper has +1 and +2 oxidation numbers. Lastly, transition elements can form complex ions. There is a list of complex ions of transition elements, for example, tetraamine copper ion. This is the last part of the lesson, which is the uses of transition elements in industry. Most of the transition elements used as a catalyst in industries. For example, iron is used in the Haber process to produce ammonia. Platinum is used in the Edwards process to produce nitric acid. Vanadium oxide is used in the contact process to produce sulfuric acid. Nickel or platinum is used in the hydrogenation process of vegetable oils to produce margarine. Apart from the catalyst, other uses of transition elements are, for example, manganese is used to make stained glass windows. And lastly, titanium is used to make pins. So, there is the end of my explanation. I hope all of you can understand the element in period 3 and the transition element in chapter 4. That is all from me, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.